I don't want to say no hate towards this Halloween event. I'm just giving my response and my thoughts about this event. Now, onward to the first topic, which is the Battle Pass. Now, the Battle Pass contains three towers, event towers: the Scarecrow, which is a bait tower; the Flame Trooper, which is a flame unit; and we also have the Relic, which is a summon tower unit that you can use. Now, the thing is, all the skins are amazingly good. I love the design of everything. Thing I want to clear out is I already made a video about this before, about how the towers are heavy to grind for, because not everyone has time and effort to do it, unlike people who actually have free time to do it. What I'm trying to say is that it has too much stuff to give, whether it should have been like, hey, beat this event and you get a new tower, but that wasn't the case. You have to grind for it, just like every other game you play on Roblox, you have to do something to unlock it. Now over to our next topic, the chapters. Now, throughout this Halloween event, there are 4 chapters, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and each of them play their own part. Now, we start with chapter 1, which is just a very easy thing you could do. Even as a new player, you could probably beat it. And there's not much thing that going on for this event, whether you just use a certain amount of towers. It just give you an introduction of what you're about to come up against, And for the chapter 1 boss, it wasn't that hard. He was good and solid, very easy, and I liked it. And here we have chapter 2. Now, chapter 2 was one of the most fun chapter that I have experience with, because it's a multi-lane, and the last time I played a multi-lane lap was in Tower Defense Simulator, which was fun during the Alpha event. And the thing is, with this one, with chapter 2, there was nothing much going on for it, in my opinion. There was not much lore built upon us unless you were looking around the map, but I didn't find anything, unless you guys can correct me in the comments. There weren't much stuff going on in the map. Now, the main thing I had fun with on chapter 2 was mainly the boss, like this little mechanic, because I always kept using the attack helicopter. I like the fact that he kept using his EMP. Sometimes I wasn't paying attention, killing my attack helicopters, which made me mad and I ended up losing. Now, I could have used the XWM turret, but that wasn't the case, because I just liked the attack helicopter more. It was a very easy thing, And here we have chapter 3. One of the biggest things that majority of us all been waiting for, most definitely because of the delay after delay after delay. Didn't have to wait for a couple days and everything. This was one of the biggest hype one everybody was waiting for, including me myself, because I couldn't wait to play chapter 3. And what would you know, this was actually amazing. I love the enemies that I came across, especially those annoying tanks. I hated those guys the most. I got handed to them. They did cook this chapter 3, it was great and fun. But it did have this little drawback. I just didn't like the mechanic that they had with there weren't a lot of waves. And since there weren't a lot of waves, it took forever to beat. Like, there's only one wave all the way up to wave 6, Which was, I gotta get used to it, I had to understand how it worked. It just felt very long to do. But the exciting part is once you start getting to come across the bosses themselves, we have to go against those Ravagers, those 3 robots on wave 5, and then after you beat them, you corrupted Eradicator. Now, he was fun to beat, and then they'll send out a bunch of bosses at the same time while you try and fight through, and I got handed to. I still haven't beat chapter 3 Nightmare, because I keep dying to those stupid Wendigos. Like, gosh, I hate them. But I'll say, I love chapter 3. Now, here we have chapter 4. We all been waiting for it. And it had a little bit of a delay, but it wasn't that long till the chapter actually came out. Well, the thing is, what I want to say is, after playing normal mode for a very, very long time, it was good. Now, this was my first time playing a map that where enemies come all over the place. A 360 whole thing, they come from all areas. Now, this is my first time doing this, once again, and it felt very, not that hard to do, but it felt being rushed and overwhelmed, like being pushed over from every side, but you'll get used to it, and majority of y'all will just come out very good in here, because you make a lot of money to place more towers. But The thing is, when it came to the bosses, now we did run into those Ravagers once around wave 4. Wasn't no big of a problem. They just felt like filler wave to me. Until we ended up running into the corrupted Apex Predator. My goodness, when I came up against that corrupted Apex Predator, that was a fun battle. I'll say so myself. The first time going up against him, it was fun. But the thing is, the battle was too long. Like I had to fight for a very long time. Mind you, I was playing this on mobile, and it felt very long to fight against him. And once you do it on Nightmare, it's even more longer because he has 8 million health. You see, but let me tell you this. I love the corrupted Apex Predator. I have no problem fighting him. It felt great, you know? And then they'll set out a bunch of enemies at the same time while you're trying your hardest not to die. It was a fun. I loved it. It was just like Chapter 3. Very hard and good at the same time. And I love the thing about when you kill the corrupt Apex Predator, he try to look for his core and he just falls down to the ground because he couldn't self-destruct. Now the thing I want to talk about is the Serpent, the snake dude, you know. And the thing is, his fight felt very boring. You know, he looked, this Spider-Man wannabe just walked around the whole map. And I liked the boss, okay? There was not that much wrong with it, but the thing is, the fight was very long and boring. What I mean by boring is all he did just walked around the whole map and he attacked sometimes. Like, he didn't really kill your towers. You know, like in the trailer where he's like rambling about some random enchantment about, yeah, the GDA's gonna die, and he showed his face and he looked like a freaking skeleton, whatever. Now the thing is, he didn't have that. All he had was a second phase, and his second phase wasn't that much of a big thing to me. But the only thing I liked about it, because he kept going underground, teleporting all over the place, and then once you reach to his second phase, he started walking around the base more closer while killing your towers. Like, anything that's in front of him, he just walks over and they die, which I hated that. But, you know, it was a good little mechanic, but it's not much work, you know? It didn't felt much excited as the corrupt Apex Predator, but this boss was somewhat good in the end. Not bad, just average, you know? And the thing, his other attack was like machine guns. He just shoots. But I just wanted to tell my whereabouts about this event. I love it. I don't want to say no hate towards the GDA team. John Robles, you all did very amazing with this event. It just, the event probably felt too rushed and pushed, and a lot of people was expecting so many good things, and the fact is, it didn't come out as everyone expected to be. It ended up coming out as a bad thing. I feel like if this had more time to do, then everything would have gone according to plan, you know? Everything would have got better. But I love this event, you know? It may be different for you guys, you know? It is what it is. I just want to tell you my whereabouts about this event. Once again, this was just my whole opinion and my criticism about this whole thing. I love it. And that's gonna be it for this video. You know, consider subscribing. I'll be making some more videos at the end. Yeah, have a nice day.